Good morning and welcome to everyone in Germany and Ukraine. In today's AHK Ukraine talk, we are going to discuss investment in Ukraine and more specifically UkraineInvest, Ukraine's investment promotion agency. And I am joined this morning by the still relatively new CEO of UkraineInvest, Maryna Khlystun, who has joined the organization only, I think, in October 25, so it's almost 6 months. You're on your job. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Rainer. It's a great pleasure to be here, very important for me. UkraineInvest is a governmental support and promotion office founded in 2018. We are a single window investment promotion and support institution, currently overcoming a large transformation to be able to absorb more capacity and to serve a larger number of investors and projects. We provide the 360 comprehensive support for the investors, starting from the developing a roadmap for entering Ukraine, proposing the full table and the full plate of investment opportunities in Ukraine, including public-private opportunities as well as state assets for privatization. So that investor makes the most efficient decision for himself. We are about to provide navigation and matchmaking services on his way to decide which way to go, involving all relevant stakeholders from state and municipal level. We are navigating investors through the very comprehensive and versatile framework of financial programs and access to finance, and also providing investment incentives and preparation to that, and of course doing the advocation as well as troubleshooting for existing investors, which are always in our utmost focus.
Well, this is an important topic, really. You are also working for the companies that are already there that want to expand their investments.
Yeah, I think expanding investment is one of our key focus, and we as Ukraine really appreciate those businesses who keep going and keep expanding their presence in Ukraine. And as UkraineInvest, we keep it as a normal practice to speak and to hear and to assist already operating businesses.
What kind of market intelligence can people expect from your organization? I mean, as in sector competence.
It can be sectoral analytics, information on key players, information on site locations, available project opportunities, the regulatory framework. So all important details which keep the investor fully informed on his first level decisions. But we are not alone here, and we also always engage the relevant think tanks and sectorial associations, international and local, because they spend a great deal of their efforts to prepare some very relevant and aligned with investment agenda researchers, like, for example, Kyiv School of Economics recently introduced the study on Mykolaiv region, and this is something that is particularly important to know for the investors today on their important data-driven decisions tomorrow, because Mykolaiv is going to be the market with focus on industrial development and infrastructure reconstruction, so with massive potential.
Great. How big is your team at UkraineInvest? And a very necessary question, is everything for free for the companies?
We have a team of 36 people, including the administrative part of our team, and that's definitely seems to be room for further enlargement. And of course, it's all free for investors because we are a state institution. primarily focused to facilitate investor and to welcome them on behalf of the state to our country.
Great. A note to our audience, you can of course use the chat function to post questions to Maryna that we will then pick up on. In case we do not have the time, we will follow up on questions by email later on. We had actually agreed on 3 topics. We have covered the first, I think, the services for German companies. Number 2 is investment climate in Ukraine, and number 3 is incentives, guarantees, and insurances. Let's look at the investment climate. How would you see that? What's your message to the German companies?
I would start with focusing on 3 main pillars of investment attractiveness of Ukraine. So Ukraine is rich in its resources, incredibly rich. It's on the way of comprehensive reformation and integration to the European Union, and it means the highest standards and cohesion with our neighbors. And also it's unprecedentedly de-risked, and the risk is very well structured nowadays in Ukraine, considering that we are not even emerging market. We are currently war state market, but unprecedentedly we have the best ever environment to manage those risks. If we speak about the different indicators of the business climate, our macro stability show that it's very well managed, and we have the still growth of the GDP and forecasted growth. At the same time, the inflation is forecasted to remain at the level of 7%, and it's very well managed with the current reserve which exceeds 50 billion. And what we need to manage also our economic growth is private capital to be attracted to Ukraine. And the Ukrainian government and also significant private actors and international community and institutions are working very actively to create new instruments for attracting and catalyzing private capital to Ukraine. If we speak about the legal protection of investors, so we have the most equal and relevant law for investors. So this is equal treatment and conditions for both domestic and all international investors. We have the advancements in the accessibility of international arbitrage, and it's also covered. It's also included in our privatization procedures. We have no restriction, or we have no limitation or restrictions on capital flow and dividends repatriation. Currently, we have some balancing limitations, but that's only because for the need to keep utmost stability of economic situation. Once it's getting better, our relevant authorities like National Bank of Ukraine and other financial authorities have the further plan to soften the existing balancing limitations. We have a de-risking mechanism on board. And here we speak about the government's efforts by providing different incentives and facilitating also the war risk insurance simplification for a business operating in Ukraine, and also about the multilateral frameworks. I would like to start with Ukraine investment framework, which has 9 billion of dedicated blended financing to finance private and public projects in Ukraine, and KfW of Germany is one of the authorized financial institutions of European Commission, and around 2 billion amount has already been allocated for various projects in private and public dimensions signed over those couple of years of this facility being worked in. We have also the government program on war risk insurance recently introduced. I will start with the overall environment of the war risk insurance. It's a very important issue at the moment and the key factor for taking investment decision from the point of time. The current environment and proposition of the war risk insurance covers almost all stages of investment journey, just from supplying equipment to build some facility, also ensuring investment and financial risks, as well as ensuring commercial properties. And here we have both international and Ukrainian companies working, like our export credit agencies are increasing their capacities in that. And they are, we have the proposals from DFC, MIGA, from EBRD, from Lloyds with Ukrainian insurers and international reinsurers. At the same time, we have the government program, which enables to compensate the partial premium and also the partial damage on frontier regions. And this is very important thing because my personal view is that it could be also a good example or a good case for foreign governments to join this great initiative from their side to stimulate their businesses come to Ukraine.
So, and you as UkraineInvest, you can also, you do assist the foreign companies also in finding the right war risk insurance, or a combination maybe of different insurers. Is that
exactly?
Yes.
And we are actively working with all major actors in this field and area, and even we have very detailed sessions and interaction with insurance companies like Ingo to be as much operational as possible when consulting investors. So our target is to help them to make the most efficient proposition for their particular business and project stage.
Okay. I think we have worked our way from the second to the third topic here, incentives, guarantees and insurances. I think we have entered that territory. Are there more guarantees and incentives you can?
Yeah, I would actually like to dedicate this third part to significant investor support.
Yes.
This is maybe the ones who are now on the stream have heard it as investment nanny law.
Yeah.
But this is something very important for investors planning to open their facilities in Ukraine. We speak about the state support enabling to receive 30% compensation of capex, which exceeds 12 million in overall project.
So 12 million is the threshold. You have to be an investor that invests more than
in capex, in capital expenditures.
12 million in capex, and then you get 30% compensation.
In different forms. It can be in the form of tax holidays, like corporate income tax, as well as VAT tax on equipment supply. And also, if we speak about equipment supply, these 30% could include waiving duties for when supplying the equipment. Also, the infrastructural works could be included to those 30%, and it's compensated from the budget upon works completion. But it's not everything. It's a financial part, which is very important. But each investor has the assigned assistance from UkraineInvest 24/7, according to the terms of this state program.
So there is do I understand correctly? There is a dedicated person. There is one person that is in charge of your investment, and you can call him or her day and night.
Yes, exactly. And we have already 5 successful cases of those support signed and agreed, and has different stages of the project, so different level of our involvement is required. Yes, but you have a separate person, dedicated one, who supervises all stages of your projects and also post implementation.
So we have 5 projects so far that are covered by this. Can we name these projects? It's probably public knowledge.
Yeah, particularly we have Astarta, we have Bukovel, we have Rozhansky, we have Fidnova, and also, sorry, I forgot the fifth.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay.
there's just a lot of information.
Yeah.
So that's they represent manufacturing and also tourist sector. But according to this state's program, multiple sectors are envisaged as eligible to get these incentives. And it's worth also to say that the framework for receiving this incentive is signing special investment agreement with the government of Ukraine. So that's a whole procedure. Before signing, UkraineInvest is an institution which helps business to prepare submission for this support. It means that we have to collect a number of different papers, like a pre-feasibility study in a special format to check the financial model, and we assist all the way. And then this application is considered by the Ministry of Economy and other stakeholders. And after it has been approved, the draft significant special investment agreement is prepared, reviewed and signed by both parties.
A topic that is much talked about is industrial parks. What is their role in your view?
I think that's a great opportunity for various types of businesses, and including middle-size enterprises who would be willing to have a turnkey solution for the first stages of the project, because when they enter industrial park as a resident, they have already a land plot in the best possible location, most probably energy security and resilience, because supply is mostly local, as well as a great location. So the majority of industrial parks, a lot of them are located in the border region, but also in some very actively from the point of logistics areas of Ukraine.
Are we talking border region to Poland?
Yes.
Then, yeah.
Yeah, to Poland, and also to some, we have quite active industrial parks in central regions of Ukraine. But one of good feature is that we can have the country umbrella parks. For example, when let's say it could be fully German enterprises located there in the park. Like we have the same initiative and ideas with our Japanese counterparts being discussed.
Now that we are mentioning regions, what will be your message to German companies that are looking at the map of Ukraine, wondering where to go? What are the advantages of the West with regard to central Ukraine, and maybe to some regions, let's say Dnipro, that are a bit closer to the front line?
It's a good question, thank you. We have all regions of Ukraine have their own unprecedented benefits, for sure, because Ukraine is quite versatile in its resources, geographically spread. If we speak about the risk, the first layer, which make a distinction between less advantage and more advantages, is this security situation, but it can be well balanced and managed with war risk insurance solution to some certain level. Another thing is human resources. We all most often approach to considering the attractiveness of the region would be the availability of land plot, security, but then we happen to have not enough human resources available in the region. And here we would recommend to look a bit wider than west, because also to the central regions and further, because there is a human resource available there. People which are not willing to move, or they would need some special proposal or program to maybe relocate to some other part of Ukraine for to work for some new facilities. If we speak in general, we see that Kyiv, that central region, will still remain to have its role of business and financial center, whilst the western part is seen to be a very strongly developing operational hub and maybe some nearshoring source. Whilst southern and more western or more eastern region, that's a great potential for reconstruction efforts, for rebuilding energy, or for building housing, affordable house for different processes, as industrial base. And actually we call investors to learn the possibilities of those regions already now, because still we see it as a great industrial base with regards to the resources available. So that's three main vectors.
Obviously, labor market is a big issue that is being talked about a lot. And I understand you in the way that you are saying that in central Ukraine, the labor market is not as tight as in the West.
Different research show this trend. Yeah, because not all people, let's say, decided to move to the West, but whilst there, actually the factories and plants were closed, but they still keep being there. And they have good expertise and some professional background required for potential investment projects.
Message to the audience, we have around 7 minutes left, so if you want to post questions, please do so. And now I can see one question here that says, I represent the critical infrastructure sector, namely the municipal water supply enterprise. Is there a possibility of attracting investment for the reconstruction of municipal enterprises, treatment plants, water pipelines, water mains, sewage systems?
So I think that that depends fully on the project structure. Currently, the law on significant investment support is envisage the support provided for private companies. But if we speak about the municipal projects, we should speak about PPP and private-public engagement. And Ukrainian government is very strongly focused now on developing PPP pipeline, which would cover first geographical regions and also multiple sectors. So we speak not only about the commercial concessions of port and airport infrastructure, but also about social sector, about educational sector, culture, tourism, sports, energy, of course, and all other very socioeconomic important sectors.
Okay. It brings me to the next question, really. So, what is your main sector focus? What are the sectors that seem to you the most promising for Ukraine over the next, say, 5 years?
I will speak through the prism of governmental priorities and our needs, as well as opportunities available. And definitely the first match is energy sector. Because it has we have a great need in short term, middle term, and long term perspective, and we need this rebuilding of the infrastructure and facilities happens with the approach to decentralize the system, as well as to modernize it and be compatible with the European Union systems. So that has to be transformative projects. At the same time, according to the sectorial strategies introduced during URC 2023, at that time we already had more than 167 billion opportunities. I'm not saying bankable projects, but still assessed opportunities in energy sectors, including renewables, including nuclear energy, oil and gas, hydrogen, and all sub-sectors.
Then
agriculture, and particularly agri-processing, because Ukraine is very focused on developing manufacturing facilities to become the great manufacturing hub from the point of industrial manufacturing, heavy machinery manufacturing, as well as food processing, which is our key advantage, because the subsequent sector which will have a boom and already having is biomethane and bioenergy sector boosting with that and facilities building. Also, it's critical raw minerals and infrastructure around that. And here we have this Ukraine-US Reconstruction Fund actively working on that, and also call other countries and investors to co-invest. It's also IT and technology. And here I would emphasize on defense and militech, which is booming, and also defense production and dual use. And it's nice to know that our companies are already an IPO companies, and it's unprecedentedly successful sector for us, which is a result of, let's say, involuntary progress, but a great thing.
Do you also have defense specialists in your team, and do you do consulting for defense companies?
Yeah, we are more focused currently on dual use, and when we speak about dual use, we speak about components production, heavy industrial production. We speak about technologies which can be used in different kinds of utilization, and we have specialists who are actually advising us on that as well, but we also in full synchronization with the Investment Promotion Office in Ministry of Defense, that we have a great support from them as well, and participate in joint events to outreach investors.
We have around a minute left now, so, and I cannot see other question. I see a statement there. As we're approaching the last seconds, is there do you have a message for our audience, a final message, and maybe some advice how to be successful in Ukraine?
I would suggest to come and study opportunities already now, because that's now is the best time when we have still all resources available, reforms ongoing, and the risks managed. So that's a great combination which allows to enter and acquire the opportunities at reasonable cost, and which would allow to have the best possible economy of the project in the end.
Great. I fully agree with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our audience for being with us today. Thank you to Maryna for coming in and sharing insights on investment. And important, we need your feedback after we close this session. If you have any ideas who to interview next or your feedback on the session, please share it with us. Thank you very much. Have a good day.